Welcome to Coruzant Technologies, home of the Digital Executive Podcast.
Welcome to the Digital Executive. Today's guest is Cassel Shapiro. Cassel Shapiro is CEO of SKILLR, a first-of-its-kind mobile app putting experts at your fingertips through live, on-demand, one-on-one video chatting. In addition to SKILLR, Cassel is the Senior Managing Director of Stern Aegis Ventures and founder of Aegis Special Funds, Agritech Partners, Tech Insight Partners, and Spring Targeted Opportunity Funds, as well as a current director of Derma Sensor and Outstanding Food. Well, good afternoon, Cassel. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, Cassel. I appreciate you jumping on. Got some great things to talk about today. Got some questions for you, so we're going to jump right into those. So, Cassel, you've got quite the career in venture capital, technology. You're a senior executive, and now the CEO of SKILLR. Could you share with our audience the secret to your career growth and what inspires you?
Great question. Thanks. So, I'm inspired by challenging myself and learning new things. In the case of SKILLR, I had an established career in venture capital and investment management, but the idea for solving this problem, SKILLR's problem, wouldn't go away. And so I just endeavored to build a company around that.
Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. And there's entrepreneurs always find something that needs to be fixed, or they have a passion that's something that they just want to, again, help the world or fix something. So I appreciate that. And your platform is very interesting, of course. I think it's that DIY world we live in, that, you want to learn something, another skill set, right? So switching gears, let's talk about the pandemic a little bit. What was the single biggest business decision you had to make during the first year of the pandemic? And how different is your business strategy today?
Well, the pandemic created opportunity for SKILLR. In fact, we realized that with most people stuck in their homes, the relevancy of instant one-on-one live communication with another person through video chat was going to be more enticing. But of course, it also the pandemic brought numerous challenges and how to start a business when you couldn't interview people in person, and how to source talent. And ultimately, we decided that we were committed to solving the problem that we wanted to with SKILLR, and that we would just see it through. And so one of the first decisions we had to make was to accept that some of our first employees would be working remote, and then how we could create an environment where there could be communication and think on ways to cultivate a team when nobody was in the same room.
That's awesome. A lot of things have come out of the pandemic, a lot of innovation. They say innovation has advanced probably 5 years faster than it would have had we not been locked down. So love this, love the story, love your platform. So Cassel, you're obviously leveraging some new and emerging technologies within your tech stack. Is there something you might be able to share with us today?
Yeah, well, we're big proponents of focusing on building and deploying capital and resources towards our core value proposition, which is building a marketplace where vetted professionals can connect to a broad audience through one-on-one video chat by the minute live. And so we skew taking on responsibility for those things which can be offered to us as a service. For instance, video conferencing is as a service, even PR as a service. So we're trying to be very frugal with our cash, realizing that there are other companies out there that may offer instant messaging embedded as a service, and that they'll continue to be the best at that very thing and enable us to utilize their services as part of our own, while focusing our resources on driving those things within our purview.
Thank you for sharing. I do appreciate that. And there's we leverage a lot of different technologies and processes as we try to innovate and bring new products to market. So I appreciate the sharing that. And your background in VC is very helpful. So Cassel, last question of the day here. Can you share something from your career experience that might be helpful for those looking to grow their career in either tech or leadership?
Well, look, if you're going to do something, half measures avail you nothing. So When I decided that I was going to take on the responsibility for bringing SKILLR to the market, I didn't know what the challenges were going to be ahead of me. In fact, one thing my father likes to say is, when you think you've hit rock bottom, look down. But what I realized was that I was going to stay the course. Whatever the challenges may be, we're going to just keep breaking through them like walls ahead of us. And taking that mentality, I've applied that in my venture career, in my investment management career, and now I'm applying that to SKILLR. So if you want to improve your skill set and improve your situation, you just have to have a willingness to not give up.
Cassel, that was very insightful. We do appreciate the gems that you've shared with us and our audience today. So thank you very much. And Cassel, it was a pleasure having you on today, and I look forward to speaking with you real soon.
Thanks for speaking with me.
Bye for now.